everybody. Hello. Hopefully everything's working now. Long time no see. Okay, it looks like we can both hear the game audio. Hopefully you guys can hear it. OBS says you can hear it. I will have you know I have fixed the sound issue 3 separate times with a Streamlabs tech, and it keeps happening. So it's obviously a program issue because I have not touched my stream in between the streams that we've had. So teapot time. Yes, welcome Cap, and thank you for all your help as always. I unlocked my teapot. I didn't stream last week because of life circumstances, sadly. It was not by choice. Hello April, I'm glad everyone can hear the audio. That's good. Life caught on fire last week and I could not stream due to multiple reasons actually, but that's neither here nor there. But when I could, I did hop on Genshin at night, and I was grinding on the tanuki puzzle quest, which locked me from co-op, and locked me from my teapot, and locked me from progressing the story, basically. I have no idea how I unlocked the quest, because even when I told my brother and his wife, who both play Genshin much more than me, they were like, we didn't even hit that quest until we were, like, really high level, and somehow I hit that quest in my 20s. So, no idea what triggers that quest, or why I triggered it somehow. Didn't mean to. Was way beyond my skill level, even though I leveled everybody up to like level 50 on my team, and I tried many different team combinations. I tried different elements. I tried doing all sorts of things, and I just kept getting wiped, and then finally, after much yelling and frustration and stress, with 2, not 1, but 2 dead bodies on my team, I was able to do it just under the wire, and finally, after over a week of grinding, was able to do it. I don't know how many hours I spent trying to do this quest. I had never been more angry at a video game in my life. But I also felt so accomplished. So, when you beat that quest, it unlocks your co-op, it unlocks your story progression, and it unlocks your teapot. Because I had my teapot, physically, but I could not actually go inside of it. And where I am in the game, you have to go in your teapot to progress the story. So I couldn't go in my teapot. So I was trapped. So, I posted a little, oh, it's really loud on my end. I don't know about for you guys. Let me lower that for me. You can see my volume bar, but oh well. Why is there's a whole lot of talking going on? Shut up, Paimon. Got a whole lot to say. Good freaking god. I did not miss listening to Paimon. Hey, we leveled up the BP a little bit. That's always good. What do we get for that? Anything? Got some different type of ore, which is useful. Okay. So that's pretty much what I've done in game. I did post a little sneak peek of my teapot. I'll show you guys here on stream, obviously, as well. But I basically started setting up my teapot. Yeah, Paimon all the time. Ah! That's how it feels. So, yeah, I have my teapot. And we have some new characters. Not a lot, but we have some new characters. So this is the stuff that I've gotten so far for my teapot. I got a fish, because I unlocked fishing as well. I haven't been able to put this anywhere yet, because I don't have a pond. But I have a fish. A 4-star fish, for my teapot. Also, I just got some recipes that I did not learn, so we will... Oh, I got an achievement for that. And I have my little teapot is here. So you put it out like that, and it's floating in the air, and then you kind of do a little TARDIS moment, and into the teapot you go. Okay, so another thing that has changed since the last stream that is more behind the scenes, but we're testing it out today, is I finally got an Ethernet hookup for my camera. Now, I tested it before the stream, and everything was working fine. And then when I turn on Streamlabs, I keep getting the same lag. So it's not the Wi-Fi on my camera that's causing the lag. I think it's actually the capture software that's causing that occasional glitchiness with my camera. because I assumed it was my terrible internet, but I'm on Ethernet now, so I know that it's not the Wi-Fi. But I did get that, so hopefully that will prevent any other issues. So my teapot is not very exciting right now. Obviously, I have the mansion that comes with it. Tubby, who's very cute, and I had Chubby here as well when I first started. And then, like a creeper, I put a character over here. I put Sarah over here. I also put a cat outside, but God only knows where the cat is. The cat is somewhere. I don't think our other friend is gone now. Chubby is gone. Chubby was over here. So I just have some trees, and I have the mansion, and I have my workshop, which is over there in the distance. I have some bamboo. I haven't really added much. I have a workshop here to forge. And yeah, so this is my teapot right now. It's obviously very beginner level. But this is what we've got. Now in terms of... Oops. Oh, I forgot. How do I do this? Sorry, I'm still learning. Nope, not. Yeah, like that. Okay, you can switch the map. Okay, now you can get a pond for your teapot to put the fish in. Yeah, I saw on the menu when I was looking through stuff that there was water things you could put in. I just don't have them yet, so I will get to that when I get to that, I guess. In terms of quests, so obviously I have my dailies there because I have not played today. We still have the mountain quest open. I can't. That's the Ascension ruins that I'm supposed to do. And then this is a new one that unlocked just last night. And then also... So this is another... Sadly, I can't do this in co-op. This is another quest that I have attempted... I don't know how many times now. But now that I've leveled up some of the other characters, maybe I'll be able to do it. I haven't tried it in a few days. But I was really losing my patience with this. So basically, you have to fight a bunch of bad guys, and that part's not too bad. But the part for me that was bad was you have to fight a bunch of bad guys, and then you also have to fight, all at the same time, mind you, one of those flying robot monsters. So the flying robot monster was the only monster left, or the only bad guy left, but I kept getting killed by him. So... That's that quest, and I need to do that too. That's an actual, like, story quest, so I do need to complete that. So what we might do is we might go check this out, and then go and attempt to grind at that. I just don't want to be like, I've spent a week being frustrated. I don't want to spend the entire stream frustrated, if you know what I mean. So, why is it not letting me... There we go, okay. It's being weird for a second. Let's just teleport over here. But yeah, so we can fish now. We have a teapot that we can actually get inside of now. Now, sadly, you guys did miss the gigantic, like, 15-minute cutscene that comes with the end of the Rex Lapis storyline. You can find the cutscene on YouTube. There's a huge fight against... Oh my god, Paimon, shut the fuck up! Please! Please! You're driving me nuts. Where am I going? I don't even know where I'm going. I'm going the wrong way, I think. Yes, I'm going the wrong way. I think I have to go upstairs. Where am I going? I don't know. I apparently just accepted a commission by walking by somebody. That's not really... Okay, here's where I'm headed. Paimon talked so much it made me lose my train of thought. What is this? Blah blah blah. Oh, this is the commission thing. Okay. Oh! Oh my god! Thank you so much, April. You are my first 1-year sub. Technically I hit affiliate October 2nd of last year. So it's a little bit early, but I guess it depends on how the calendar months fall, is how Twitch does it. So it technically hasn't been a year yet, but it's technically a year. So that's awesome. Thank you so much for being my first 1 year sub. Very much appreciated. Now, yeah, it's been a year. That's crazy. So in terms of not stream related, yeah, you've got to be right behind Cap, because I think you were like right behind April in terms of when you subbed. It'll probably be in the next like week or two. 1 year, 20 days, and 21 hours. Yeah, so it's been a while, because I came back to streaming at the end of August. Yeah, you definitely are very close. And then, so I started August 31st, I think, was when I came back to Twitch. And then, basically, I hit affiliate October 2nd. So, we are, most of my early bird folks are very close. You're all within the first, like, 2 weeks, I think. Listen here, thing. Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm lost. I'm always lost. So, otherwise, aside from life chaos that has happened off-stream... yeah, you found me for Marcy. Yeah, Marcy was definitely a huge advocate trying to help me hit affiliate. Honestly, if it wasn't for her pushing for me, I probably wouldn't have hit it as quickly, because she rated me a lot, which really helped, obviously. So I know you definitely were one of the people who came over from there. Alright, we have a little quest with our friend here. Wow, no way, it's somebody that we travel with every day. Let's see. We want all of the food, please, because it's Paimon and she's a giant diaper baby who needs to eat all the time. We smelled your food and came running. Sorry, I'm trying to... City... The Moon Chase Festival. Okay. Which, I mean, that's so in multiple parts of Asia, recently has been the Moon Viewing Festival. Nothing like when I combine words. Moon. That's moon and viewing together. Completely different. We eat foods, we spend time with friends and relatives, enjoy the moon and flowers. I'm surprised. So there's a lot of characters in the game that either have animal companions or animal, like, body parts, where they're, like, part animal. I don't know how it works in this world. But I'm surprised there's not a bunny character for the Moon Festival, because the bunny is kind of, at least in Japan, I don't know about other places, is the symbol for the Moon Festival. The bunny. Paimon has tastes? Masterful chefs. Well, I guess she does have a bunny. It's like a horrific bunny person monster. I don't really get that whole thing, but that's a whole other nightmare fuel thing. Master chefs, huh? Like a competition, yes. Like, it's so funny to me how much, like how many weird pop culture references are in Genshin. Like, there's a lot of JoJo references, there's a lot of movie references, and then obviously a lot of TV references. The Feast of the Bounteous Land. So we are gonna literally have MasterChef, the TV show, but in Liyue. So we're gonna be in MasterChef. Okay, okay, this is a lot of talking about a food competition. Okay. Yeah, shut up, Paimon. We got it. Okay. So we're gonna help with another food competition. Blackback perch stew. He's like, shut up, you diaper baby, and eat the food. After having a delicious meal, anti-cutscene. Is it like a cutscene if you don't actually get to see the cutscene? Chili pepper weather. She's a handful. Okay, so Chef Mao is her dad. Shut up, Paimon. Oh, roly-polying around. Yes. Oh, okay. Check the quest menu for details. Look for some friends to chat with in the city. I mean, who do we consider friends? Who do we consider friends? Ooh. So yeah, as I was trying to say before that giant amount of dialogue, so aside from all the life chaos that's been going on outside of stream, if you are on my Twitter, or if we talk offline, then you know that I joined a Taiko dojo finally, and that is like one of my bucket list items. And then there was more dialogue. Okay, Paimon. Okay, Paimon. Okay, Paimon. Ooh. Hu Tao. Did somebody say my name? Fragrance in Thaw. Li Wei's Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor is a very old name in the funerary business, and its directorship is now up to its 77th generation, with the current director being a young lady named Hu Tao. This young director is known for her sharp intellect, but in some people's eyes, Hu Tao might be a little too smart for her own good. Indeed, the quirky and eccentric Hu Tao is not what people expect from a solemn title like that of Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor's director. However, she has a unique outlook on life and death, and though she is surrounded by death every day, her optimistic outlook has never changed. Quite an odd duck, this one. Sir, no one cares about your stuff. Everyone needs to hear what I have to say. Yeah, basically. It's Paimon and the Traveler. And have we met before? Way outside the box. She's like a funeral home goth. I love it. Alright, what is she gonna do to help? What type of food do you like? Shut up, Paimon! Shut up! Even the chirpiest birds clock out for the night. Clocking out isn't something birds do. Shush! Shush! Yeah, I'm excited. If we ever get out of the talking sequence, I'll talk more about the Taiko. Poached fish, a side of shrimp dumplings. That's all. Ugh, no, thank you. Not for me. Sakana wa... Oh, sakana wo tabemasen. I do not eat seafood. Poached fish and shrimp dumplings, that's a bit ordinary, isn't it? Oh my god, okay. Dynamic, blah blah blah. Mushroom slime stew, is that what she just said? Okay. Genshin is always trying to find a way to give you, like, the perviest camera angle. Okay, Paimon, we don't care about your opinion. If you want to know the truth, A little veggie, a little salt, a little sugar. I always skip dessert. Okay, Hu Tao is canceled. Hu Tao, you're canceled. I liked you until you said you always skip dessert. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Aesthetically, great. Personality, you canceled. Okay, enough of Paimon. Okay, okay. God damn, this is so much talking just for some recipes. Oh, we're gonna go to the pharmacy! Maybe we'll get to talk to Kiki. Coco Goat! Coco Goat the Miku. I don't even remember. It's been so long since I've done anything but this one quest that I grinded on that I don't even remember where anything the fuck is at this point. Okay. Before we go to the pharmacy. So yeah, so last night was my first lesson / introductory session. So how our dojo functions is when you're new, you come before the regular class and they do like a 30-minute base introduction to see if you actually want to join. So it was me and 2 other people who showed up for the introductory thing, and obviously a teacher. So there was 4 of us total. The other 2 people who came did not stay. I don't know what they were expecting from it, but it seems wild to me to, like, because they came from much further away. Like, I don't live super far from the dojo. It's in the next city over from me. One of the other people who came said it's an hour away from them, which is a long way to drive, to not join. I mean, I get that it's a long commute every week if you stay, but at the same time, like, it's also very fulfilling because there's only so many dojos, so it's not like you can just go somewhere else and join another dojo that's closer to you. I don't know of one that's in the county south of us. There might be one, but I'm not aware of it. As far as I'm aware, this is the main dojo for, like, the Tri-County area. They have been around for ever. I think for 30 years. It's been around for quite a while. They perform at every major event. They perform at all of the festivals. They perform at... We have a... Not here in my county, but in the county north of us, there is a Japanese cultural center and garden, and they perform there all the time for a bunch of events, and they offer, like, summer camp workshops and things like that. So this place has been around for quite a while. They're well known. They even perform at, like, some of the conventions and stuff occasionally. I mostly have known them from seeing them at different Asian concerts at, like, their performing arts centers, and also at the Japanese gardens and the Matsuri festivals and stuff over the years. So they always... The teacher told me that basically after... Anytime they do a performance or a concert, especially at, like, an uncommon event, like they just did a big convention last week, they said that usually they get a surge in newcomers because people see them perform and then look into joining. So probably the people who came with, aside from me, probably found out about them from the convention, which is south from here. And like I said, an hour is a long drive. So the other people did not stay. I was the only person who stayed from the introductory session into the actual regular class. So the regular class has 2 sessions on Sundays, and it starts basically right after the introductory class is the first one, and it's 2 hours. And then after that, there's another 2-hour class. So I stayed for the 2-hour class, and then it was me, the teacher, one much older woman who came down from the county north of us. She actually volunteers at the Japanese gardens, so she was still in uniform from there. And then there was a woman who is a bartender somewhere nearby, and she came from work. So it was the teacher, me, who was my first night. The woman who was a bartender says she's been doing it about a year. And then the elderly woman said that she's been doing it for about a month now. So it was the 4 of us total for the first class of the evening, which I was surprised it was so few people, but he said that a lot of people either work their way up into the higher level classes, which are later during the week, or they just age out of wanting to do the class, or they just feel that they've learned as much as they can learn, or they're part of the performance troupe and then they show up for the rehearsal parts, which are for the actual like concerts and everything. They've also done online concerts, like virtual concerts during COVID and everything. So it was a small group for my first night, which in some ways was good and in some ways was bad, because some of the exercises, what you do is you stand in a line and you do your everyone has their own drum and you all play at once facing a mirror, like a mirrored wall. And sometimes it's good when it's a small class because you get separated into groups for some exercises where it's like you and another student and no teacher. Well, if it's you and another new person who don't know the song well, or the rhythm that you're doing, or the exercise you're doing, like some of them, the rhythm part was easy enough for me, but it's the actual choreography that's really hard, because you would think like, oh, you know, it's drum, 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 but like also they teach you there's a mnemonic Japanese pattern, so eventually you're supposed to learn actually how to say the song in Japanese while you're playing it. So for example, if you do 8 of one beat and then 8 of another beat and then 4 of a beat and then 2 of a beat, you're supposed to know how to say that in Japanese. And I thought it would just be counting, because I know how to count in Japanese, but it's not counting. You actually have to say the beats of the song depending on what type of strike it is. So like you have like don su tsu, kata kata kata, like that kind of stuff, and depending on how used to it you are, you're also counting in your head, because for example, if you're trying to do 8 of a beat, you have to know what type of beat you're doing, but also how many until you change that beat to another strike. So it's a lot more complicated. And then some of the songs you have sweeping arm motions where like you hit with your right hand from over your head, but then you sweep your left hand in a circle under your right arm. So it's actually a little bit of choreography that comes into play. And I'm not used to that part of like playing drums. I've played drums in my life. I've taken drum classes and I've played drums and I've played rhythm games. So I have rhythm, that part. So like I can hold a rolling bass. That's not a problem. But in terms of like, so it's almost like in yoga you have like the warrior position, I think it's called. So there's almost a stance like that you turn your entire body while hitting the drum to your side. So like you hit with one arm, but then your other arm goes out the far direction and you try to straighten your body in the middle of still playing. So when you're new, you know, since it was my first night, obviously there's a learning curve to it. So you have your teacher, you know, he's not counting out for you. He's saying like kata kata kata, doko 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 dan dan dan, like that kind of stuff. And you have the learning curve of learning what the strikes are called, which isn't super difficult, but then you have to also count, and then you also have to like be learning the song and also learning the choreography to it. So for me, yeah, it is very awesome, and to watch someone who's very good at it, it is always very impressive, which is why I've always been infatuated with learning it, because it's not just drum 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 drum. Like when I was in middle school and high school, like I played drums in band class. And I played different percussion in band, because in our middle school, we didn't have enough drums for everybody to, like, play drums. You had percussion sections, so I played different types of percussion, and you rotated. Like, every day somebody got to play, like, the snare drum, or the bells, or the drum set, or whatever. So I do have experience with rhythm, and back then I used to actually have to read drum sheet music. I don't remember any of that. Which, thankfully for this, we don't seem to read sheet, which is good, because I thought maybe that might be a thing, but it's more actual command calling out. So there's also behavior and what's the word I'm looking for? Behavior and almost like ritual-wise, the space is treated like a martial arts dojo. So, for example, you can't bring stuff onto the dojo mat with you where the drums are. You can... you leave everything at the Genkan, like at the entrance space, much like in Japan. You take your shoes off, you can't wear a watch, you can't have like jewelry on, you can't bring your water bottle with you, you can't bring your bag with you, your phone, you know, any of that stuff, which is, you know, to be expected, you know, no distractions and no anything that would sully the dojo space. and then you have to bow in and bow out. And then there's Japanese that is spoken when you enter and when you end a session, which some of it I know already because I know basic Japanese. Some of it I'm learning because it's a little bit more beyond what I've learned. So that's also good for like basic Japanese practice. And also for discipline, there's discipline to it where like, it was a little bit light because it was only 4 of us. And, obviously, like I said, the one woman was only there for a month. So she's still very new. I definitely was holding rhythm better than her. So it made me feel slightly better about being new because I'm like, oh, I'm the only new person here. But I was at least, the choreography was mostly what I tripped up on. And trying to keep count because I was also trying to watch. Stance is very important. So my stance is obviously, he told me it's very common when you're new that your stance suffers for trying to keep rhythm. And he's like, if you can't remember what strike is next, just remember to keep your baseline so that other people don't lose their rhythm. Yeah, there's a lot to it. It's really cool. It's very complex. I think people just assume it's hit drum, and like yell, but there's a lot to it, especially when you're first learning. So it is very cool. And he kind of like, I think, when he saw me struggling with the choreography part of the night, he asked me, he's like, are you planning on coming back for another session or something? Because like like I said, the first 2 ladies that came, they did not stay. They did 30 minutes and they struggled the whole time, and they were like, I think they thought it was going to be a lot easier. And they didn't even do any of the choreography part. We only did rhythm when they were there. So in the first 30 minutes, you only do, like, you learn basic stance, you learn basic etiquette for the dojo, and then you learn the 4 basic rhythms. There's 4 basic rhythms that you play. So, like, there's a festival beat, there's a regular drum bass beat, and stuff like that. And there's, like, a horse beat that's, like, really fast and, like, double-handed or whatever. So, like, if you don't have rhythm, it would be very hard. It's very physical. One of the ladies wore jeans, which you don't stand up straight at the drum. You stand with your, like, left leg on the left side of the drum, and then you diagonally stand with your right leg behind you. So it's almost like either a martial arts or almost like a yoga position, and you stay with loose knees kind of squatted. So you have to kind of be in a loose squat for the whole time. So for a 2.5-hour session, I mean, it is very physical. Plus, when you strike loud strikes, your arms have to go vertically straight up in the air and stay there until they're brought down to strike. So it is physical, don't get me wrong. And the dojo is essentially in a converted storage unit. So there's like, manual fans blowing, but we live in a tropical area. It is hot, it is humid. I wasn't too sweaty. Like, I thought it was going to be much sweatier than it was for my first session, because I'm not in shape. But it was okay. You get breaks. They designate breaks for you to take, drinks or to go to the bathroom or, whatever. Check your phone if you need to, that kind of thing. But you're not allowed to do that stuff unless you're told to. So, like, if you don't drink on your first break, by the second break, you're going to want to drink, for sure. But yeah, so it was really rewarding. And I think especially for me, like, since I have PTSD and because I have anxiety and, obviously the world is on fire, so I have normal life stress of, a day job and other things and family stuff. One of the nice things about it is because it requires so much attention. Like, your body stance requires attention, your arm movements, your wrist movements, your elbow movements, your, where your head is, where your arms go, where your legs go, if you're turning your body one way or another, if you're saying something, if you're playing off of somebody else. So, like, for example, we did exercises down the line where we all played bass, and then it would rotate who was playing the actual song, which for once I got to the choreography was very hard for me. And, like, my reaction to, like, fucking things up, especially in a group setting where I'm new to something, is, like, kind of to laugh, which, I'm sure the teachers are used to. Like, obviously you get more disciplined as you do it more. You get used to the stances, you get used to the call-outs and the callbacks, which are, things in music. Like, if somebody does a specific strike, then you're supposed to do a different thing in return. But it was my first night, so I know he wasn't expecting me to, like, magically absorb all of it. But, like, once you get thrown off your rhythm by fucking up where your arms go or your feet go, like, then you get kind of thrown off in your head. And it's nice because it requires so much attention and so much thought that it is, to me, very zen, where you have to be very in the moment. Like, you can't be stressing and thinking about other stuff because there is no room in your mind for attention to anything else. Like, you're there for, I was there for 2.5 hours, give or take, and basically, you know, unlike maybe some other martial arts where you're standing around a lot of time or you're waiting for people to have their turn, you know, doing a fight or a spar or something like that, there is no real passive time, because the only passive time you get is your quick breaks, and they're not long breaks, you know, they're very brief. You go, you get your water, you know, if you check your phone, you check your phone, which I really wasn't checking my phone because I wasn't, you know, expecting any phone calls or anything, and I wasn't going to work or something afterwards. So I was basically going, getting my water, and then I was asking questions either of the senpai or of the other kohai, which are like the students, about like how long they've been doing it or how they got into it or that kind of stuff. So it's kind of kept in a way where it's, for me, it's very good because I like to be absorbed in stuff, because a lot of the time, even when you're at like a day job or when you're streaming, like, you always have things going on in your mind. Like, if you have your phone on you, like someone's texting you or calling you, or you got a Discord message, or, you know, you're dealing with appointments, or if you're at work, you're dealing with customers and you're dealing with different emergencies and the phone is ringing and you're doing cash transactions and you're dealing with your manager and you're dealing with, you know, making sure everyone gets their break and things like that. Or if the weather's bad, like, oh, how am I going to get home after work? Like, things like that. And you always have, like, something going on in your head. And for me, having something where you can be fully absorbed without having a constant string of stress in your mind is just, like, a wonderful benefit. The senpai was telling me before class, because I got there before everyone else. I was actually the only person on time, which is, to me, kind of, you know, a bad first impression to be, like, late to your first class at a dojo, because it shows, like, disrespect, I feel, to be late. So I was on time, and so actually when we started the initial class, I was the only person there. It was just me and senpai. And then the other two people showed up late, and we started over for them. But because I was the only person there for the first however long it was, I don't know how long it was, like, I got to ask him a bunch of questions, and he asked me a bunch of questions about, like, my background and how I found out about it or what my interest was. And, you know, he's been doing it most of his life, and he's been in the performance group for, like, 7 years. So he's obviously very experienced. So it was very cool to get to, like, have a little bit of one-on-one time, even though it wasn't meant to be that way. But I would definitely, you know, it's not a thing for everybody, because it's very physical. In many ways, not just your arms or your wrists. Like, you lead with your wrists up and you lead with your elbows down, and it's a lot of shoulder and bicep. So, and obviously the stance is difficult if you have, like, hip or leg or back issues. You know, it's especially if you plan on doing it long term. Like, if you just want to try it, I mean, I encourage it. Thankfully, like, unlike Western drumming, the sticks, they're called bachi. The bachi are very large if you've never played, like, even Taiko Master, the video game, like, because the sticks that come with Taiko Master are like bachi size, and they come in different sizes, but they're large. Like, they're not small drumsticks that you wrap your fingers around. They're big, like, over an inch thick sticks, and they're not tapered or anything. So, you know, if you have grip issues, you know, it might be not the most accessible thing to try. But I would say, even if it's not Taiko specifically, yeah, sadly, I mean, I was surprised that there was the older woman there, because she had to be, like, maybe in her 70s or 80s, you know, I mean, and she wasn't, you know, she definitely, even though she's been doing it a month, she wasn't keeping up with the senpai or anything, and like I said, I was keeping rhythm better than she was, but it is very physical. I mean, even if you don't try that, I would say to anyone to try and find something, even if it's not something so physical, that absorbs your entire state of being, like your entire mind, even if it's not a physical workout kind of thing. Because obviously there's lots of instruments and not all of them are very physical to play, but they all require, learning and like attention and stuff. Or same thing with like martial arts or Tai Chi or yoga or like all these things, you know, require a lot of being present and paying attention and being mindful of your body or being mindful of your breathing or being mindful of, you know, different things. I would recommend finding something that gives you that same feeling of like your brain isn't on fire, because I know especially nowadays with how the world is, so many people are, for the first time in their life maybe, experiencing anxiety or depression or other things because of this big mass shared world global trauma of COVID and lockdown and death and illness and war and all the chaotic stuff of government everywhere across the world. There's shit going on. So it's like, if you can find something, no matter what it is, that absorbs your interest in a positive way and your body and your mind, even if it's not super physical, I recommend you find it. And I also say, because taiko has always been a bucket list item for me, like literally since I first saw taiko, like many years ago, probably in middle or high school, I, you know, more than half of my life, because I'm in my 30s now, you know, I have always wanted to try it, and to me it didn't seem like something accessible in terms of doing, because if you look at an actual like professionally Japanese style made taiko online, I mean, they cost more than a car does. Like, I'm talking $20,000 up for actual real quality taiko drum. They're not cheap. They're not cheap instruments. There are places in America that make Western style taiko, which are made in a different style, which I can get into the details of how that's made in a different time if somebody's interested, but I won't blather on about that. But I also recommend, like, if you have bucket list item stuff that you think is not accessible, but you have not actually investigated trying to do, whether it's because of cost or because of distance or because of you just don't think that there's some place that you can get to that will teach you it or let you experience it. Like, obviously not every bucket list item is something accessible based on money or distance, especially during COVID and stuff. But if there's something accessible that you've been putting off doing, I highly encourage people to do it, because if you wait until you're old or until you're dying or until you're sick or until you're, you know, basically at a point in your life where you're like, why did I wait so long to try this or to find out how to do this? You know, you'll just live with that regret of like, I should have done this 10 years ago. I should have done this 5 years ago. And obviously not everything falls into that category. There's lots of things still on my bucket list that I will not get to do anytime remotely soon, which is fine. But, you know, this is something that I probably could have been doing for 10 years now and could have potentially been doing it like as a thing, like an actual thing, because, you know, it is a lot to learn, and obviously I don't expect to master it. No more putting conditions on joy now. Yes, exactly. And for me, like I said, like, because it's almost like meditative, like there was times during the class where like there's much like martial arts, there's a starting position where you stand a specific way with your arms in a specific way before the song starts, and then the senpai counts you in to play. So, like, basically between each repetition, like, you reset your body into a starting position, and every time we reset, like, after the first, like, basic lesson, and we got into the harder stuff, like, I literally would, like, close my eyes, take a deep breath, open my eyes, and then we were facing a giant, you know, wall-length mirror. I was watching his reflection as opposed to my own, because I know my stance is bad, but I'm trying to follow him because I hadn't learned the choreo enough yet to, like, know it in my head. So I was always following his, like, movements to try and get a hold of it. But like I said, like, it didn't allow me mental space to be, like, worrying about what am I doing after class, the thing that happened earlier that day, or, you know, what's going on tomorrow, or what am I doing for stream, and, you know, all that stuff. So I'm sorry I've blathered on, but I know April was interested to know how it went. But yeah, it was very rewarding. It is very difficult. It is very difficult, not gonna lie. I thankfully at least went in with some rhythm in my body, because God knows, even though I'm not in shape, at least I can play a drum roll. Like, you know, I may not know the choreography, I might not know where to swing my arm under my other arm, but I can at least hit the drum. So, you know, I don't know on a scale of 1 to 10 how good or bad I was for a first-timer, but considering one of the ladies in the class says she's been there for a year and she's still in the beginner class, because mind you can't move up to a higher level class until you are promoted to that rank by the senpai of the dojo. So it's just like martial arts where like you get granted a belt basically, but there's no physical belt in taiko. It's just like a spiritual belt, we'll say. So you know, you don't get to move up by choice. You don't go, oh, well, I've been here for a year, I'd like to try the next level. When the senpai tells you you're ready, you're ready, you know? When he sees that you're not struggling with the choreography or with the beats or the rhythms or the counting or whatever, or your stance, then you move up. Well, she's been in the class for a year and she was still at the beginner's class. I don't know if she showed up to the beginner's class just for extra practice or if she's also in the higher level class. She didn't say. But she had times where she was struggling, so to me, I'm like, well, she's been here a year, and she had parts where she messed up. Like, we got put on a team for an exercise, and I was trying to follow her because she knew it was my first night, and she completely missed, like, entire parts of the rhythm, and I was like, okay, I don't feel so bad about not being able to memorize this yet, because she's been doing this a year, and she doesn't have this, you know, down. So, you know, it's definitely something you learn, but I'm very excited to go back. I did formally sign up to go back, so that will be my Sunday late afternoon evening thing. There's 2 classes on Sunday. There's one that's earlier and then there's one that's later. I'm probably, because it's in the next town over, I am probably gonna go to the earlier one just so that I have time to like get home and shower and stuff afterwards or like eat, because if I go to the later class then it'll be pretty late by the time I get home and get settled, and because it's very physical I don't want to like make it an all-night thing. If I lived closer then, you know, maybe, but it's not walking distance, so. Alright, let's talk to Kiki. I'm sorry for blathering. Welcome to Taiko Talk with me. Is this the first time we've talked to Kiki on stream? I love Kiki. Okay, so here's another, back on Genshin. So, I don't know, because I haven't looked at the pronunciation guide. Is her name pronounced Chi-Chi or Kiki? Because I know, I want to say in Chinese, Ki is actually pronounced as Chi. I might be wrong on that. So, is her name Chi-Chi? Oh yeah, so I don't remember if we spoke to these characters on stream or off stream, but Cheng Sheng is the snake. So the snake talks. Yeah, I see it pronounced Chi-Chi. I do think in Chinese it is Chi. So I think QI is Chi. So. Oh, look at our little red panda butt. See, this is why I don't think it's a red panda, though, because it doesn't have, like, a tail. That's why I thought it was, like, a tanuki. I thought it just had a nubby tanuki tail. He's hot. I love him. We're here to talk about food. We're entering. What does the snake like to eat? Cheng Sheng has like such a derpy snake face, and I kind of live for it. We know you like coconut juice, coconut milk. She's a zombie, so that's what I don't get. Like, she's like, the food. That doesn't make any sense, though. She's like, all food is the same, no flavor. Then why the fuck do you like coconut milk so much? I don't understand that. What? But she demanded coconut milk. Coconut milk! Ah, coconut milk desu. It's cold and refreshing. Yeah, the mouthfeel. Does the snake eat people food? Bite-sized morsels of meat. And he agrees with the snake. Let's see, they find large chunks of fowl or seafood difficult to swallow and digest. Dishes there are ingredients have been finely chopped on other hands before more suitable. I need to lose weight so I can cosplay this guy. He's hot. She does not like the medicinal soup. I think Baisu is voiced by I don't remember who. Please never fix your camera. So here's the thing. I have no idea what the deal is with the camera because I said at the beginning of the stream if you weren't here. I actually got an Ethernet cable for my camera between last stream and today. So it's not the Wi-Fi. It's like the capture that does it. Because when I checked it off stream, it worked just fine. So I don't know what it is. It's like between Streamlabs and the camera capture, it lags and it gets glitchy, and I don't know why. Because it's not the Wi-Fi. I thought it was the shitty Wi-Fi, but it's not because I'm on Ethernet now, and the fucking camera's on Ethernet. I have 200-foot-long Ethernet cables running across my house for my stream. I'm like, are you kidding me? I fucking got this cable, and it's fucking like, oh no, it's not the Wi-Fi, it's the capture. And I'm like, you asshole. I fucking bought an adapter and another cable, and it's not even the Wi-Fi. So, I don't know what to do about it. I don't think there is anything else I can do unless I could just turn down the quality, maybe. I just didn't think it was that high quality in the first place. But I don't know why it does that, but it does provide some stupid faces. Let me hydrate a little bit. I have some tea here. No coconut milk. Also, Chi-Chi is very tan for a zombie. I'd expect her to be a little bit like pale or gray or something. I guess they want her to be cute though. Okay, speaking of Chi-Chi, because I love her so. So I saw my brother and his wife during the week of no stream, and my brother's team is 3 of the short girls. So he has Sayu, he has Chi-Chi, and he has the cat girl. I don't know her name because I haven't met her yet or played as her. So he has 3 of them, and he's like, I only need 1 more for my lolly team. And I'm like, you're such a fucking gross bastard. I'm like, well, technically, Sayu is not a lolly because she's not a child, and Chi-Chi's technically dead. So I'm like, you have fucking problems, my friend, and I don't know about the cat girl because I haven't, I don't know anything about her character. Look at him go in the background, I love him! Oh, I love him! Look at his little tummy. I want a gigantic plushie of him. Okay, so cat girl is a child. Okay, so I said, and he's like, well, she's a cat. And I'm like, don't start this with me. My brother once had an argument with me, fucking trigger warning of disgustingness, that in anime, like, anime girls age like dogs, and therefore it doesn't make a difference that they're underage. And I'm like, because they're not real. And I'm like, no, you sound like a pervert by trying to justify it even more. Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, I think this character is cute, or oh, I like this character on my team, or whatever. But by being like, I want a team of lollies, LOL, anime girls age like dogs, you sound like a fucking pedophile. Yes, yes! That's the thing, is I was like, that's pervert logic. I'm like, obviously he's never fucking expressed anything like that about anything except for an anime, but I'm like, dude, that doesn't, and mind you, he's married. His wife is like I keep arguing with him. He sounds like a psychopath. And I'm like, thank you. I'm glad we're on the same page here. Because it's like, what the fuck? It's like, I don't understand. Like, I know anime fandom has lots of weirdness in it. If you're not familiar with anime fandom, they're, like, the liking and fetishization of underage anime girls is very much a big thing. Like, it is not, specific to my brother. And I get that in anime, underage girls are heavily sexualized on purpose. I know that it's not, like, an accident. That's very much, like, a cultural thing for Japan in general, as sad as that fucking is. But at the same time, like, we did not grow up in Japan. We are not in Japan, and, like, you have no excuse to be like, oh, but that's the best girl or whatever, and it's like, no, stop. Yes. To be fair, my brother also worries me, but that's why every time he tries to start an argument, I'm like, stop talking, just stop, I'm not even humoring you, just stop talking. Like, I literally think I walked away once, because I was like, you can't even argue, because it's like, I understand it's a fictional character. It doesn't, I'm not saying that you're doing something illegal by playing with a character that's, a small girl, or looks like a small girl, and it is an adult, because, like, Sayu is supposedly an adult. But it's like, at the same time, like, in Japan, in an anime-type media, like, they literally make these characters look underage on purpose. There's a running joke, like, if you watch JoJo, that the average 13-year-old girl looks, 5, but the average 17-year-old male looks 45. And it's like, that's the thing, is it's like, yes, the young men look like grown-ass adults, but the, like, adult women look like 5-year-olds. And it's like, fucking stop. It's not okay. I don't care if it's fictional or not fictional. So it's like, don't sully my favorite characters with your disgustingness, because I do not want to see or hear any grossness about Sayu or about Chi-Chi, and Chi-Chi's dead, so that's even more fucked up on another base. Like, Sayu, at least an adult, because in her storyline, it says that she's just got stunted growth. But the thing is, like, if you look at Sayu, she looks like a child, right? Like, she looks like a child, even if she's not a child canonically. But that is a typical anime thing, like a trope of, like, oh, this 35-year-old mom looks 10. And it's like, come on now. Come on, you're just being gross. So, there is a... And I know that it goes both ways, like, that there is... I think it's called, like, Shota? Is Shota the right word? Where, like, girls fetishize the male characters that look like young boys, or, like, are underage boys. And it's like, and I get it that there's communities of both. Like, I get it. Like, when I watch something like Boku no Hero, like, yes, I think Hiroshima is best boy. Do I think he's sexy? No, but he's also a high schooler and not 5. So it's like, let's not compare apples to oranges. I'm not, reading porn about him, or looking at fan art of porn. Shota is young boys. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not all familiar with all of the lingo, so sometimes I mix my words up. But, let's see. What brings you here? Everybody give me your food. Okay. How do you pronounce this? Beidou? I'm gonna assume it's Beidou. Uncrowned Lord of the Ocean. Okay. Beidou, known as the Captain by many, is the leader of the Crux, an armed fleet from Liyue. She is a heroic character who values righteousness. Her many great deeds have earned her the love of the people. Her many subordinates are proud to sail under her flag, and the children have turned her experiences into song. Yes, Beidou is a very famous character indeed. Of course, with such fame comes folk sayings and rumors, with people even saying that Beidou can perform such superlative feats as being able to split the mountains and seas. As to how much of these tales are true and how much are an exaggeration, it is likely that only the legendary captain herself knows the answers. Okay. Legendary captain. Like Honey in Oran High School Host Club, he's a senior, but he looks and acts like a little kid. Yeah. It's just such a trope, and I get that it's such an anime trope, and it's very specific to, like, anime and anime-style video games, but it's still, like, Like, it's okay to like a character. I'm not saying you can't say, like, they're cute, or you like them, or you want to cosplay them, or whatever, or you want merch of them. Because it's like, what's her name in Dragon Maid? Like, Kaya? She's technically an immortal dragon, but she goes to kindergarten. She's a fucking child. And they sexualize her in the show with another little girl, like, in a lesbian relationship, kind of, but with a human kindergartner. And it's like, they don't have sex or anything, but, like, the human girl essentially, like, has the kindergartner version of an orgasm whenever, like, they touch hands and shit. And it's like, stop this. Stop. Stop, Japan. Please. Why? Like, it's the most, and what's bad is, like, of all the relationships in that show, because, of course, all the characters are sexualized, because it's Dragon Maid, but at the same time, it's like, why is the kindergartner the most sexualized relationship? Why is that the one that makes you feel icky? Like, don't do this. I can't. And she is, don't get me wrong, she's a very cute character. I love her character. You know, she's very adorable, and her behavior is so cute and everything. But at the same time, it's like, don't make the scenes so icky. Please, Japan. Stop. It's 2021. Stop. Like, yeah, there's a lot wrong in anime in general and the anime community, but I mean, it's just like anything else. It all has its shit. Just give us your food tastes. I have talked so much this stream. We've been playing for an hour, and I have talked to 2 people. I'm sorry. It's been a long week with no stream. I have missed everybody, and I have missed having people to talk to besides the people in my house, because I will tell you that my week off was not a relaxing week off. We'll just say that. So, I am happy to be back, even if it's for a chatty Genshin stream. A big old fossil. Or jade. It was found underwater off the coast. Haven't been able to dent it. Speaking of anime, I am still behind on anime book club. I am hoping, I don't want to promise anything, that for October we'll get back on track. Because September just had a lot of twists and turns offline that really interfered with my watching of basically anything. Because even though I was off stream for a week, like, I didn't even really get to watch any stuff this past week. I watched, like, I think 1 or 2 episodes of something, and that was like it. We're looking for food! We don't care about your giant fossil jade thing. Oh my god, I will die for this red panda. Is he gonna steal? Please tell me he steals. He, like, ran right up to that treasure, or whatever that is. Do it. Stick your hand in there, red panda man. I would die for that fucking red panda. He's so cute. I need, like, a giant plushie of him. I really do. Surely they exist, right? Like, life size. Like a mochi plushie where it's really soft and squishy. Also, speaking of Aran High School Host Club, I have still never watched that. Which, even though it's like one of the biggest fucking followed anime of like all time. If it's freshly cooked and piping hot, that floats my boat, literally. If it's got a little chili pepper in there too, I am one very happy captain. Okay, she likes a little bit of spice. Paimon would have thought you would have said bar food. Damn. Bar food works too. It's so cute. Ends kind of abruptly, so I'd recommend the manga for getting the actual story closure. But still loved it. Okay. Good to know. Seafood, piping hot, and simple but sophisticated. Golden shrimp balls. Oh my god, we got internal monologue. I love it. Wash and devein the shrimp, wrap it nicely in sliced potato strips, then deep fry it to perfection. There's no room for cutting corners. So I told April about this on the topic of food and cycling back to last night's dojo session. So the place that I always have udon delivered from is actually relatively close by to the dojo. And I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll walk to the restaurant, because I've never been there in person. I've only ever had the delivery, because I only found them during COVID time. I was like, oh, maybe I'll walk there and have a celebratory, after dojo meal. So I didn't eat lunch, and I was like, I'll go to the dojo, I'll have a hard workout, and then I'll go get a drink and a meal over at the udon restaurant. So after the class was over at like 7-ish p.m., I looked at Google Maps, and it says, oh, it'll be like a 25-30 minute walk to get to the restaurant. And I was like, okay, it's 7 p.m. It's hot, but it's not too hot to walk. I'm already sweaty, so who cares? And I wasn't carrying a lot on me, because you're not allowed to bring a lot into the dojo. So I was like, sure, I'll walk there. So I had to walk along the highway, mind you. So I walked 30 minutes along the highway, drenched in sweat. I get over towards where all the restaurants are, because they're like all in a big plaza, and there's a lot of drunk people, and they're doing donuts in their cars and their motorcycles, and I don't know what the fuck. For a Sunday night, it was wild. A lot of people out drunk and yelling and being rowdy, and I was like, okay, well, no big deal. I'll just kind of be careful and pass through people and get over to the restaurant. I get to the restaurant. The restaurant has maybe 5 people in it. Big empty dining room, relatively large. No one's there, and I was like, oh, great, fantastic. I walk up to the counter. They're helping a few people, and there's a lot of people sitting around up at tables close to the counter, but not at the counter, and nobody has food. Like, nobody's eating. Everyone's just, like, sitting there and looking irritated, like, angry. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but there's a lot of people working behind the counter and in the kitchen, because you can kind of see into the kitchen a little bit. So I was like, okay, I'll go over to the register, and I'll order my food, and I'll, sit down and have dinner, or take it. I was planning to take it to go, honestly, because I really wanted to go home and shower. I was so sweaty and sore. And so I get up to the register, and a lady comes over, and she goes, are you picking up, or are you placing an order? And I said, oh, I'm placing an order. And she makes like a face at me, like I should not have said that. And she goes, well, before I take your order, I'm just gonna tell you, it's a minimum of an hour wait, because our kitchen's very backed up right now. So I look around the restaurant, mind you, like I said, there's like 5 people inside. None of them have food, and they all look like they're ready to set someone on fire. Like, I mean, like Angry Karen Central. And some people were like complaining at the other counter across from me. So I was like, okay, if there's enough drunk people out, I don't know if there's an event going on nearby or a concert or something, but I said, I'm not really gonna hang out here for an hour alone, all sweaty, waiting to eat or to get food to go. So I left, and I was so sad. So I called an Uber and I went home, and then I just ate a bunch of junk food last night. And then I was like, okay, note to self, next time I come for class, when I leave class, I will place an online order for pickup, because it'll probably take about 30 minutes to do an online order, since they obviously prioritize online orders over in-store orders, which is wild. And I was like, and then by the time I get there by walking, it will be ready to be picked up, and I can just get an Uber and go home, or I can go sit somewhere else and eat. But I was like, oh my god, like, when I walked in and it was empty, I really wasn't expecting for an hour wait. Because, it's just a place you go in and, like, seat yourself, and then you just place an order at the counter. It's counter service. It's, it's kind of like fast food, but not fast food. Oh my god, there's so much dialogue. I just want to get through this cutscene. Yes, yes, yes. My brother gets so mad that I don't read all the lore, but I really don't care. I just want to cook this fucking food! But yeah, so I was salty about my lack of udon after my class last night. But I was like, it's okay. I have plenty of time in the future to get more udon, because I plan on going back to class. Okay, go to the village. So we have to go up here. Oh, right at the teleport point. Perfect. But yeah, so that was I got lots. So because I'm not allowed to wear my watch during class, I didn't track that as exercise technically, because I didn't have my tracker on me. But Just the walk before and after class that I did was like 10,000 steps or something, and I was like, well, at least I got my steps in even without the exercise part.
あそこに飛雲商会の古い倉庫があるんじゃが。
Commerce.
飛雲商会の坊ちゃんって行く秋のことかしら。あいつの家の倉庫か。
Let's see. How far away is that? Not that far. Okay. Oop, I'm stuck on a rock. Bitch!
助けに行きましょう。死の風格に気をつけます。
I saw a funny meme that was like, stealing? No. Investigating? Yes. And I was like, yep, that's it. Get wrecked, noob! How dare you climb a fence while fighting me? Oop. Let's go, my little chili pepper friend. Oh boy. Oh, there's a treasure chest. What good luck. Wasn't even looking for that. I thought maybe that guy dropped something over here, so I was like, let me come back. I thought I got everything in this area, but I did not. Anything over here? Bird egg. Alright. The book warehouse. The book warehouse. It's the library. Let's see. To the stove god. The stove god. The Lord of Geo. Wait! If the Lord of Geo is the stove god, then why can't he be on our team and help us cook? Hey, it's our other home slice. Chongyun, Frozen Ardor. Or Ardor, I don't know. The young thaumaturge Chongyun was born to a clan of exorcists. What? This escalated quickly. He travels the land, working to exorcise demons. He is an honest and serious lad by nature, and is both hardworking and persevering, never shrinking from any sort of hardship. However, he has one problem that no amount of work can solve. That is the pure yang spirit he was born with. This pure yang spirit is capable of repelling demons to a point where Chongyun has never had to lift a finger to stop them. As a result, he has almost never seen a demon in his life. This troubles Chongyun greatly, of course, but seriously, what exorcist has never encountered a demon to exorcise before? Oh no! I love him. If he tried to cook... Lord of Geo is also the god of money and is dumb as hell about money. If he tried to cook, he'd probably give everyone food poisoning. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, maybe he could build the stove, at least. Is he an ice character, this guy? I'm assuming he is, right? Based on his color scheme. He's cute. I like him. Also, I don't know why our librarian boy has to wear short shorts. I can't stand that either.
ある程度把握しているよ。僕の記憶が正しければ、この書庫にある
Demystifying the Legends of Liyue.
それ借り
Give us the
も
book.
ちろん。よければ僕が案内しよう。アショ、ここ。
Anti-cutscene.
見つけた。どうだ？探してた内容は見つかり
Let me guess, it's missing.
行く秋坊ちゃまの記憶力は大したもの。本には
The body of the dragon wielded a tail that could eclipse the sun, and claws to command fire and teach the ways of wisdom. Receiving the gift bequeathed unto them, humankind cooked food with fire, and thus did they prosper. The body of a dragon. The stories about Rex Lapis says the same thing. I mean, for fashion. That much is true, but this is the only passage in the whole book. If we went to find out more, we'll have to continue our investigation. Of course we will. There's nothing further to discover here. It seems we'll have to look at other options. I come from a long lineage of exorcists, and our family, too, has amassed a number of ancient texts. Now that you mention the stove god, I seem to recall reading somewhere that this god once appeared at the assembly. Of course, I can't say if it's true or not. Books are penned by people. All they can do is show the author was thinking. Everyone's mind is different, so every book on a given topic will have a different account. Okay. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Look at him running around in the fucking grass! I would die for him. I would die for him.
ありがとう。私たちは他のところを探してみるわ。ちょっと待って。私も聞きたいことがあるの。
Tell me what kind of food you like. Food? Oh no, you're not thinking of taking part in MasterChef. You look like you've seen a ghost. Please don't cook anything strange for this competition. Mushroom slime stew, to give one example. Okay, fair enough. That dish isn't my most popular, but that's why I'm doing all this research. He likes cold food. Okay, he's got to be a nice person. That's because you can't handle hot and spicy, right? Yeah, you're absolutely right. I like mild food, prefer gentle dishes with minimal seasoning. He's white. Soups and stews, vegetables and broth, seafood or freshwater fish, either boiled or steamed. Those kinds of dishes I am most partial to. Another mild child. There's a lot of... Basically, people want everything, and she's gonna somehow try to figure out a way to do that. Okay, okay. Wengshu Inn. Let's go there. Yes, come help. Passion. Okay. We can teleport there, save us a little bit of time. So, I don't know. So, streams for this week are currently kind of up in the air because of the stuff that's going on in the house. Obviously today I was able to, stuck on a table, I was able to do this. I don't know about the rest of the week, sadly. Sladly? Wow. What is words? Look at Goba! I love him! He needs to be in all the cutscenes forever. I love that we're suddenly getting internal monologue. We have not had internal monologue this entire fucking game. Suddenly, it keeps happening. Goba's trying to grab food! Look at him go!
この旅館に書庫があるか教えてほしいの。それとその中にかまど神に関するものがあるかどうかも。
ああ、そういえばうちには古書
Ancient
ちょっと探してみ
texts,
るから。
yes.
そうだ、
Mhm,
旅人。
mhm.
俺らの中だ。モラはいらん。ただ
I need to make a salad
ど
for
うし
him?
て満足サラダを？
旅館の上の階にいる人知ってるよな。背は高く。
声が大きい。
おお、すまない。とりオーナーにあいつの面倒を見ろと頼まれたんだ。だが彼オーナーから聞いたんだが、お前
Okay.
の作っ
ショーのために作るのか。
まああいつはずっとここにいるんじ
I
ゃあ
guess I can
早速
help.
探してくる。
Okay. I don't think I have
ありがと
a
う
choice.
旅人。
Okay.
こちらへどうぞ。
ええ、ありがとう。国生が本を読んでる間、
Let's make a salad.
私もその料理をすっごく習いたいけど、じゃあ
そのまま作ってくれ。俺はここで見てる。
Okay. We're making salad. I don't know where any recipes are. I'm still very... A salad! Or do I have to make a specific salad? I guess I have to make a What do I need to sneeze? As I sneeze my brain out. Sorry for that. What do I need to make? A salad. Oh, I'm short an apple. Are there apples here that I can steal? What kind of kitchen is this? Are you kidding me? Is this a joke? Is there really no food I can steal? Spider-Man meme? Spider-Man meme. I can't believe I don't have a fucking apple. And that there is no apple here in this kitchen for me to take. You can't give me an apple? Is this a joke? Oh, fuck. Where the fuck am I supposed to find an apple now? Surely there must be a hidden apple somewhere for me to grab. Kitchen guy was like, we're a business, not a charity. Go buy apples. Where am I buying apples from, though? These aren't apples. But I'll still steal them. You're not enjoying those. Thank you. Can you believe this shit? All the times you don't need apples, there's fucking apples on every piece of furniture. The general good vendors in town sells apples, maybe. I'm just trying to, like, see if, like, maybe one will pop out. Like that? And then it flew over the fucking edge? Give me my fucking apples, you asshole. Okay. Oh, what's over here? Other stuff, but I'll still take it. I figured there would be one somewheres if I poked around enough. As I fall off the stairwell. Those apples said fuck you. Yeah, those apples were ready to fucking jump. They were like, nope. Take that. Don't mind if I do. Thank you. I'm just coming to steal everything. Don't mind me. Taking the staircase. Taking the staircase. The longest staircase in the world. Making a fucking salad. Gotta go all over the damn world for a fucking apple. Let me step all over your food because you couldn't give me a fucking apple. You cheap bastard. Alright. Of all the ingredients to be stingy about. Alright. There's the stupid salad. Talk to him. I'm the best chef, but I couldn't make a salad. Nor did I have any apples. Okay, they finished reading. It's not what we were expecting. 60 miles to the northwest is the assembly. Many were settled there, where they hunted in groups, farmed the land, and made their living from what the soil yielded. When the stove god descended, one god became many, all of which were the height of children. Of course they were. As does a star when it descends into the world, so the stove god went out among the common folk and taught them to create fire. With fire, the people at last learned to make hot food, and they dined on rice congee and cooked meat thereafter. This is a different account from the other book. It's conflicting. Hey, well it says the stove god theoretically can cook, so... Why are we trusting books instead of just asking the man himself? We know the stove god. Why can't we just ask him? Blah 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 blah. Text. Good. I didn't expect this quest for fucking cooking competition to be so much. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. Going this way, I guess. It says to go downstairs. Goba, sit down. Oh, yes. Go. Look at how fucking cute that is. I need him. I need him. He's like a little fucking Ewok. It's a lot of food. More internal dialogue. Damn.
ここは名目上は旅館だが、実際には家にいるようなそれじゃごゆっくり。俺は厨房に戻るよ。元将は今年の料理王決定戦に参加し。もしかしてお前も？うん、参加するよ。それに決勝まで残るつもり。面白い。よし、決勝戦でまた会おう。まさか。
What was that? Some kind of power move? Okay, are we gonna eat? Are we gonna get through this damn food quest? Good lord, I thought we were gonna do something else today. I didn't know this was gonna be where we were gonna be at today. Yeesh.
それに清泉町のブロックさんとの勝負以来そんなん大げさだよ。あれクオッパー何やってるの。
I love him.
北西の好物を盗み食いしないの。そんな私のエビのポテト包み上げ。しかも一つも残さず食べちゃった。
Yeah, he's just like, yup. I ate her food.
って言ったでしょ。ごめんね国生、後で弁償するから。大丈夫だって、もう一人前頼めばいいだろ。それは違うの。その時食べたいものが食べられなかったら別のものを用意してもその残念な気持ちを補うことはできないでしょ。美味しい料理は感情、食材。確かにそう言われてみればかなり的を射た考えかも。
Oh my god, I've never heard people talk about food so much.
今すぐ弁償してあげるから。何が食べたい？過度な期待をしたら悪いし。
What is with all the internal dialogue?
私の本意ではないわ。ここはこの子。それなら作ってもらいたい料理があるの。問題ないよ。リユエ校に戻ったら渡す。
Good grief. Everyone but her gets to enjoy the
旅
cooking.
人、もうお腹いっ。それならリユエ校に戻りましょう。
Okay, we gotta go get the recipe now. Hiccups. Oh, lordy. Where am I headed? Nope, over there.
私は家に帰って手記を取ってくるから後で万民堂で落ち合いましょう。
Oh, there's only one plushie for him. Damn. Maybe somebody custom makes them, like somebody on Etsy or
私
whatever.
も準備してくるね。旅人はちょうど彼に伝えたいことがあるの。
Because he's too cute to not have, like, lots of cute merch. I mean, come on.
はーい。
They're missing out on that one.
旅人、こっちへ。そのシャンリンとの付き合い方を教え。国生、そんな。おかしいかしら。国生は有能で自信があってなんで。そんなことないわ。シャンリンはいつも温かく迎えてくれるし、特に今回は私を助けてくれたでしょ。
yes, you're friends.
とにかくあんなに親身になってくれるお人よしの女の子との接し方がわからないの。旅人、教えてくれない？礼を言うわ。それじゃあまた後で会いましょう。
She's like, I know how to make friends. I don't need your help. Only I do need your help because I don't know how to make friends. Okay, now where am I going? Now I'm going to over there. You come to eat more food? Oh, buddy.
少し座って待っててくれる？私は荷物を準備するから。
There's also an official plush of Dragon Form Morax, which is hilarious because we only see him in game as a corpse. Welp.
お前が聞くんじゃなかったのかよ。まあ、つまり
Somebody wanted that. Somebody demanded that plush,
そうだな。
of all things.
北西はいい人だし、付き合いやすい性格でしょ。誰だってこういう人。お前すごいな。
They have crushes on each other.
おいらが初めて国生に会った時なんか。そうなの？私は最初からいい人だと思ってた。
This has turned from a food competition to hooking up some lesbians that are
旅館で
so stupid that they can't even figure out that they like each other.
ただ第一印象でそれに気づけたのか。
Let's see. Welcome. I think this is Lowman10. Thank you for following. Welcome. After fixing it 500 times, my alerts actually make a sound in my ear now. I had to talk to like 5 different people at Streamlabs, and they kept turning off. Even before this stream. It turned off again, even though I did not touch a single fucking button. So I'm glad they're working, because I was about to have a stroke.
貝って開けにくいけど焼くととても美味しいでしょ。貝ならたくさん
Oh my god, let's just hook them up and be done with this!
つまり国政もそれと同じ
She's
だ
like
よ。
she's like a shellfish.
それに
Let her hug your stupid animal friend, and I'm sure.
ゴーパーの面倒を見てくれるなんてすごく感謝。なるほど。
Yeah.
おいらわかったんだけど、シャンリンって直感で動くタイプ。人参とカニが残ってる。それとハムとキノコも。あれ、なんか急に外が騒ぐ。何かあったのかな。
Uh-oh. Is there trouble in the neighborhood?
あ、大きな鳥。
Giant bird!
無礼な
Oh,
白いのとはなんだ。
Cloud
我ら
retainer.
にはちゃんと名がある。龍雲釈風神君だ。
龍雲釈風。仙人みたいな名前だね。
look at Koba's face. He's like, I have urinated on
な
myself.
かなかに鋭いな、小娘よ。よくぞ見抜いた。先ほどの無礼は目をつぶろう。旅の者、久しぶりだ。なんだ、月酔い祭のためにリユエを駆け回っているのか。
Why are we being questioned about this?
名高い旅の者がこの月酔い祭に参加するとは、今年の祭りはなかなかに侮れない。
食とサンガのこと？
そうだ。月酔い祭の期間は旬の食材が食べ頃となり、美食を味わうのに絶好の機会だ。君たちが祭りを多彩に飾り付ける姿を見て、わらわもじっとしていられなくなってな。美食と料理を作ることに関して、わらわの腕と発想は誰にも負けぬ。千人たるわらわの真髄を込めた新たなからくり調理神器を世に見せつけてやろう。
からくり調理神器って何？からくり調理神器って
A supreme cuisine machine.
まあ、そう焦ることはない。わらわはただ挨拶に来ただけだ。それと旅人、君は食に関してなかなかの見識を。
This side quest is fucking weird.
協力してほしいってことか？
理解したならそれでいい。司祭を言うまでもないだろう。要件は伝えた。属性の地に長くとどまること。
Be there or beware. Oh shit.
わらわからの招聘を待つがいい。
Why be square when you can get killed?
また会おう。
なんていうか、風のような女性。いや、仙人じゃな。さっきの鳥。
Come on, please. You've talked too much today.
料理もできるなんて。そうだぞ。
Well, she claims to be the best chef ever.
仙人ならもう行ったみたいよ。国政、戻ってたのか。待たせちゃったわね。シャンリン、これが祖父の残した手記にあったレシピよ。けど、もともとこれは祖父が古書の中から見つけたものなの。その
Alright, we're getting a recipe for Grandpa's cooking.
あれ？この声は。お話中失礼します。私もちょうどこの辺りで買い物をしていたところ、騒ぎを聞きつけまして見に来たのです。龍雲釈風神君のことかしら？さっき私もあの方を見たわ。街中に突然現れるなんて、なんというか人騒がせな仙人ね。国政さんも彼女を見たのですか？少しお時間をいた。どうしたの関羽？何か急な仕事でも？いいえ、仕事とは関係のない。
Oh, good God. Are they all in love with each other? Is this turning into something else now? Also, more internal dialogue.
問題もなかったし。いい に聞きますよ。どうしたの？龍雲釈風神君はかなり長い間ここにいたようですが、幼少時代について
What the fuck is happening? What is happening? She's like, I saw that Cloud Retainer was here. Did she talk about my childhood? What is going on?
彼女はいつも関係のない話をしてしまうのです。安心して。何もそんなこと言ったら、むしろ国政もカーオの幼少時代が気になってくるんじゃないか？
Juicy gossip, yeah, exactly.
大丈夫よ。興味もなければカーオには知られたくない秘密があるってことでしょ。土星論でオイラ国政さん、わかりました。ありがとう。いきなりそんなこと言わないでよ。そうですね。皆さん、ちょっと。もちろん。ありがとうございます。
Okay then.
また今度。
This has taken many a turn. I am very confused.
そのことは忘れてちょうだい。
I coughed so hard my face glitched.
みんな、ちょっと思いついた。さっきのシンくんを見て思ったんだ。お？断言はできないけど、それなら仙人に聞いてみようよ。
Oh my god, why is there so much talking about food? Let us just cook the damn food already. Jeez Louise. Where are we headed to now? This way. Also, hold on 1 second. Because we had gotten an achievement earlier, but I didn't click on it. Ooh, we did 40 different dishes. Got 20 whole gems. Look at us. Oh, I should master a recipe. I'll get some stuff if I master one more recipe. You can tell I never cook in this game. Going up the stairs, talking to Grandma Ping. Goba, don't be touching nothing. Yes!
シャンリ。
シャンリンの師匠ってピンバーヤだったのか？これは驚いたわ。師匠、最近どう？元気だった？
ああ、元気じゃよ。今日はわざわざバーヤの体を気遣いに来てくれたのかい？
こんにちは。師匠、実は聞きたいことがあるんだ。
Surely Granny knows about the stove
か
god.
まど神か。
もしかしてかまど神と知り合いなの？
そういえば、もうなるほどそういうこと。
はい。最近かまど神。
Anti-cutscene.
そうじゃったか。巨大な石が見つかり。
The voice of Madame Ping, every time she talks, reminds me of the old lady from the Wisteria house in season 1 of Demon Slayer that helps out Inosuke and stuff. Every time I hear Madame Ping, I swear it's that lady.
皆の予想通り、わしはかまど神と知り合いじゃった。ただ、それもずっと昔のことじゃがの。月酔いは元をたどれば仙人の際に。それを仙人のしきたりとは無縁の。
Gobo, where you running to, buddy? You already been fucking up. You're gonna be put on a little kid harness in a second. You keep running around breaking things and stealing shit.
美しい月夜の日にみんなで集まり。
Look how picturesque that looks. I want to live here. Aside from all the monsters.
その後、ガン王帝君がある友人を偲ぶため、
The prize for this event is a sword that is a fish. Somehow that does not surprise me. Goba! Come back here, I see you running away in the distance. Come back. He's like, this is boring, I'm out. Oh my god. Are we ever gonna cook? How long is this freaking quest? Goba's like, I'm gonna get stabbed by this guard. Look at just his head bobbing around the bottom of the screen as he runs through. Like a fucking Muppet. Okay, so she's leaving for now. I want my fish sword. I don't know how long this quest is, but I want a fish sword.
世の中にはそれほど多くの偶然があるわけではかまど神はバーヤの友人でもあるんじゃ。しかし訳あってかまど神はそんなこの事実は誰にとっても残念なことじゃ。 Okay, so supposedly the stove god is gone. But is he really gone? Or is he gone like Rex Lapis? It's a whole event, so it will be a long quest and lots of repeating stuff. Ah, okay. Well, hopefully it's not all this much talking, because Lord. There's more talking in this quest than the entire game so far. It looks so nice though. Look how I just want to live in a place that looks nice like this. I think this might be the first event that I'm actually able to participate in, because I don't think I was high enough level before to do any events. Okay, here's a question. Should we continue this food quest? Or should I check this out and see if I can do this? Oops, wrong one. It is a very, luxurious Sea Lord. It's a claymore. Oh, God. The great king of the ocean having been air-dried, it makes for a fine weapon as well as an emergency sustenance. Wow. Then you get some normal rewards as well. What's this? Talent level up material. Ooh, that looks fancy. How long is this event? 13 days. Okay, so there's some time left at least. And I can't do this because you have to be in Inazuma, which I'm not yet. I don't think I can do this, right? Oh, you know what? This just jogged my memory. I'm stupid. So I said last stream that we were going to check out some of this stuff because we haven't done any of this yet. But I didn't want to do it off stream. Complete 8 daily commissions to receive a key. Okay. Does it make a difference which one I do? Some of them require a specific adventure rank. Okay. So... Oh, okay, you have to do them kind of in order. And then... There's these. Hangout event not yet unlocked. Okay, so you have to do them like in order. Character stories are 1 key, the hangouts are 2 keys. Okay. Does it matter who we do? Does it make a difference? Let's see. Well, let's Bennett. Have we met Bennett? I don't think so. Let's go talk to the... Yeah, let's do this one. Why not? Let's try something new. Hopefully it's not super difficult and I don't embarrass myself like I do when I'm not on stream. Teleport down that way. We have to go to the wharf. Wharf. The wharf. Wharf.
お前って本当にせっかちだな。
Beep, beep, beep. Okay. Talk to this new character. Have you seen any evil spirits? You're not from around here. This question must sound a little confusing to you. Local exorcists, those versed in the arts of exorcism, refer to all forms of demons and monsters as evil spirits. In existence since ancient times, they lurk among the shadows in the lands of Leland, stirring up all sorts of trouble and mischief. It's my duty to exorcise or destroy them and protect the citizens here from their evil doings. Okay. Seems like you're well versed in the realm of evil spirits, but that's understood. You aren't well versed. If I may ask, have you happened to come across anything strange recently? Nothing in particular. Well, fair enough. In that case, I guess I must try my luck with the clues I already have. Well, clues. Scattered reports. Hmm.
もしお前も気になるのであれば、その中からいくつか目に留まったものを教えよう。近日開催、無謀の丘で肝試し大会。仲のいい方と共にその度胸をお試しあれ。最近夜になると窓の外から足音や叫び声が聞こえてくるんです。子供が怖がって眠れずにいます。桐原に巨大な黒い影が出現。
This sounds like a lot. This sounds like a lot of bad things. I'm not liking the sound of any of this. Ya hari この中では肝試しさっきも言ったように肝試しが行われるようなだがこの肝試し大会には妙なルールがあるんだ絶対仲を深めるよくわからないがそれと妖魔に何の関係があるんだ Can somebody I need to Google who does his voice after the stream because his voice is familiar.
もし時間があったら僕と一緒に参加してみないか
Sure, why not?
肝試しについて僕ありがとう共に参加してくれる人を探してたんだそうと決まれば早速
Alright, let's fight these evil spirits. Where are we going to fight evil spirits at? Let's see. Up here. Evil spirits. Take that flower, don't mind if I do.
Minasama, どうかお気をつけください。中に入ったら周りをよく観察して気をしっかり持つんですよ。そして肝に銘じてください。
Don't get separated from
決
the
してお連
partner.
れ様を一人にしないこと。
Okay.
係の者が参加者に忠告している
He's dumb. I like him.
早く調査に取り掛かろう
お二人様
He's stupid. I like him.
仲が良さそうですね。
実は
We just met. Yeah, exactly.
大丈夫ですよ。恥ずかしああそうだ。 出発の前に
Please drink
この
this.
飲み物を、これは体内の陽気を引き出して肝を太
This
くする
drink
飲
will
み
boost
物
the
で
yang
す。
energy inside your body and lift your courage.
普段では見えないものが見えるようになったりします。
陽気だ。
鬼といえば陰、そしてそれを払うのが陽です。
そんな飲み物聞いたことないが、まさか秘宝の類だろうか。そうなのかにしても、万が一この飲み物に僕は純陽の体というこの体質は周囲の妖魔を追い払ってくれる反面、普段は暴走しないよう抑えてるんだ。
He has emotional control issues, okay?
その顔どうやら疑ってますね。この飲み美味しいし効果も抜群ですよ。ではこうしましょう。どちらか片方が飲んで飲まなかった方を守るという。飲み物はこちらです。
Yeah, I'll drink it. Sure, why not? We're gonna be best friends!
おお、気合十分ですね。それじゃ2名様。
Okay, we may now enter. My controller just stopped working. Hello? Uh-oh. That's weird. There we go. That was strange. I don't know what. I was in the middle of walking. Controller just stops responding. Okay.
ここが肝試し大会の会場か？もしこの場に
This is like Demon Slayer final selection over here. We're all about to get killed, right?
今のところ特に異常はないが、参加者たちは危険があるとみじんも思っていないようだ。
What if they're like, oh, it's just like a haunted house, but then you go through and it turns out there's actual monsters and everyone just gets
そ
killed.
れに普段から妖魔退治と砲術の修行だけじゃない。自分のだから遊んでる暇もなくさ。早く
Okay, well, either way, we're gonna investigate. We have to investigate a few different areas. Let's see what we can do. They're on a date. We're gonna interrupt.
ついてこないで。もうこれ以上つきま
そこまで拒否しなくてもとりあえず落ち着いてよ。
もう知らない。
Nope, they're not on a
一
date.
体何考えてるの？
待て。それもう大丈夫。怖がらないでくれ。
I'll exercise it.
あなた誰？
あれ？人間あまりにも拒んでいる
Oh,
もの
he's
だ
very
から
dumb. He's
妖魔
very
に襲わ
dumb.
れているのかと思って
彼女はただ怒って。
何が起こっていただけよ。
Okay,
誰の
so
せいだと思ってるの？
they are on a date,
なのに
but he's
あ
an
なたたち
asshole.
ただ入り口をうろうろするだけ。
悪かったよ。それに今はこうやっていやごめん。他の人もい
Okay,
るし
he's scared.
お互い少し冷静になろう。謝るから許してくれ。もう一度。
いいわ。私も。
いいんだ。気にしてないよ。君は僕の。
やだ。急にどうしたの？もう。
もうただの邪魔し
Yes, let's leave them alone to fight. Okay, that's one down.
風だ。
What the fuck is that? Is there an actual evil spirit here? Okay, she's scared.
ほら。はあ。もう
それとこれ。
すまない。盗み聞きする僕たちは妖魔を探しているんだ。
あんた別に何も見てない。お願いだから放っておいて。
ああ、誤解だ。説明しにくいなら。いや、僕らが連れて行く。
絶対に嫌。
Oh, jeez.
はい、そこまで。それ以上怖がってるのがわからないのか。そんなもん探したきゃ。
すまない。悪気はなかった。そうなんだ。だからお前たちが
奉仕が妖魔退治のために肝試しに来るなんて。ま、事情は分かった。だが、俺らは妖魔なんて言葉。俺はただ彼女と遊びに来ただけ。ただま、こいつが怖がってる。お前らが探してるようなもんは見てない。
礼を言う。それだ。
They leave. Okay.
何だが、なぜ奥が深いな。だが一つ分かったことが、とにかく 他の場所を探してみよう。
Well, this looks promising. What the fuck is going on here? Strange smoke.
これは間違いなくよ。痕跡が薄いのには2つの可能性がある。一つは揚力が弱い。どちらにしろ僕の予想通り、ここには妖魔が潜んでいるか。いや、無謀の丘がこんな風になったのにはまあこのように変わってから妖魔を引き寄せるようになったのはさて、痕跡も見つけたし、これで妖魔に。
Where am I going? Okay. Excuse me. I wanted to take the lizard.
なんとか手がかりは見つかった。だが僕はこの体質だ。ここで待機して。
Are we on a date?
さっきまでは手がかりを集めていただけで。
Is this like a dating simulator?
僕の巡洋の体
But
で
with a
は
really dumb exorcist?
冒険者であるお前の実力と、もし強い妖魔が現れたら。ああ。
Are we gonna attack a guy like in a rubber mask? Got a chest out of it though. I'll take that. Thank you.
興味深い。
Nope, that's what I want to put. I don't know if I'm supposed to see something or if it's just like... Oh. There's a person.
疲れた。ちっとばかしやりすぎたか。
Okay, yeah, we're attacking a guy in a rubber
なんか
mask.
腰を抜かしてやっ
And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
まあいいや。俺はここの鬼役で今は休憩中。暑いから衣装を脱いだんだ。そうだよ。本物の俺たちも参加者も本物の鬼。
No one wants to see a real ghost.
雰囲気あるいはきっかけ。そして最も重要なのは刺激だ。
We went on a date to a haunted house
高鳴る
together.
胸の鼓動、そして恐怖と驚き。普段じゃ言えない言葉を口にできるのが肝試しの醍醐味なんだよ。よっしゃ、俺もそろそろ仕事に戻るか。
Everyone came on a date, and then there's just like me and this dude that I just met. We're on a date. I have to tell him the truth. I don't want to tell him the truth. He's dumb. He's like a himbo. Let me take this haunted cabbage.
おかえり。どうだ、妖魔はいたか。それってつまり妖魔どころか、ここには何の危険もなくて、すべてはそうか。では
Aww.
ここにとどまり続ける必要。あれは確かに妖魔が存在。僕ももう少し調べたいと思っていたんだ。ああ、その通りだな。二手に分かれた方が。僕には巡洋の体が、逆に単独行動のお前は逃げようとする妖魔を見つけやすくなるだろう。ああ、それで行こう。僕はこっち。
Okay. We're on a date. We're on a date. Where am I going? Where's the smoke machine? I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
助けが必要な方がいるはずです。
Nope. Ah. There's a ghost.
お兄ちゃん、線を手伝ってくれない？あの水色の髪の胞子がね。
The Exorcist is
怖い
scary.
だからあの胞子 子を連れてどこか遠いところへ行ってほしい。全然近づけないの。あの力、セイはまだ消えたくないの。だからおねぐちゃん、さっきあの奉仕が誰かと揉めて、センなら面倒なやつを追い払えるよ。その代わりセンを見逃してくれない？本当だよ。センは嘘つくダメかな。お願い。あの水色の髪のセンが彼を手伝う。あなたも彼。
We'll try. We're gonna try and help the ghost, I guess.
お前さ、さっきから妖魔だのなんだのってお客。
そうですよ。そもそも奉仕が肝試し大会に参加して鬼はいないって言い回るなんてどんな嫌がら。
正直納得がいかない。この会場に鬼がいるのなら参加者の安全をない、逆に鬼がいないとなるとこのような雰囲気を作った。僕の質問にまともに答えようともせず。
だから肝試し大会っていうのはもともとこれ以上お客さんに迷惑をかけるならここから出てっても。
納得できる説明が聞けたなら言われなくともここを去るさ。だが今この状況でここを去ってしまえば。助けてー、助けてくれ
おい、
皆さんどうされたんですか？
そんなバカなことあるか。みんな落ち着いてくれ。係の指示。
No running in the haunted mansion, please.
なるほど。妖魔でその子が僕の危機を知り、お前の話を聞く限りだと確かに害のある存在ではないようだ。わかった。その子は人をだがいつの日か一線を越えるようなことがあれば。いや、これは。では行こう。ここの主催者。どうした？僕は自分の善悪に対する判断、善か悪かの判断は慎重に行わなければ一生悔やむことになるからな。待ってくれ。まさか僕のことを。そうか。僕はそんな。ああ、そうなのか。よかった。よし。ああ。
We're gonna say goodbye to the ghosts. Oh look, we got a picture. We got a snapshot. Thaumaturges have their own difficulties. Considering the circumstances, you might want to take the trouble on his behalf. Is that it? Is that the end? Okay. We're gonna go back to Liwei. Actually, what I think I'm gonna do is take a super quick break. You can unlock them. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, I didn't miss anything in chat. Yeah, I am going to take a super quick break, and then we will get back. You can redo the hangout as many times as you want. So, what is the actual point of doing those hangouts? Because I don't know that I really understand. Oh, they have different branches and endings. Okay. Good to know. I'm gonna take a super quick break and just check on the doggos and such, and then I'll be right back. And we will continue our food quests for Master Chef 2021 in Liwei. BRB.
Alright, I'm back. Pardon me. The allergies. We shall now return to our food quest. Where are we? Oop, my controller is doing the thing. Hold on. Controller. There we go. Okay. Where am I going to now? I'm going this way.
これで間に合いますね。みんな、今ちょうど君たちに迎えを送ろうとし
国政巨石に何か変化
石の一角にひび割れが生じています。中に何があるか
A
は
crack has appeared. Is it an egg?
誰かがこっそり
Is it an egg and not a rock after all? If it's starting to crack?
自然によるものだと思うわ。どうして急にひびが
それは属性のいろいろな行いがかまど神の力の源となっておるからじゃ。
かまど神って本によると食を司る神らしい。かまど神は世間の力が源となっている。もしかまど神が今年の月酔い祭のテーマである食とサンガは私と行幸が決めたの。参加する人はみんな真剣に準備をしてる。パイもそれに月酔い祭の期間中大勢の人が故郷に帰ってきて家族と食事を楽しむから最近はどこも賑やかなんだよね。人が多くリーウェが少し賑やかになっただけで石にひびが入ったってことは間違いないよ師匠。ええ、料理と関係今年の料理王決定戦は
Master Chef, Master Chef,
そ
Master
の可
Chef,
能性は
Master
十
Chef,
分ありえるわ。
Master
私は
Chef,
もう申し込んだから。ええ、シャンリンみたいな言う料理対決の話をしてたらお腹が減ってきちゃった。
Ooh. Yay. Part 1 complete. Part 1 complete. We did a thing. Ooh, we got some gems for that too, which is pretty good. Okay, also I have stuff here. Oh, go. Okay, get rid of that. What do you think? Stream luck. Stream luck. Stream luck. Let's try and see if we can get anything. Stream luck. Come on, stream luck. Nope. Generic sword. Okay, we tried. Okay, so now what? No, don't tell Paimon, she might be right. Don't encourage her ego, yeah. Paimon does not need any help. I will say I do not miss hearing the word Paimon every 2 seconds by switching to Japanese in the game. Because even though the text says it on the screen, like, you don't hear her verbally say Paimon. So it's it drives me less crazy by having it in Japanese when it comes to Paimon. Treasure, treasure, treasure.
Organize any event. Sure. Moon Chase Charms. And you bring them and you get raw. Okay, so it's like a little treasure hunt. That's cool. Okay. Okay. Oh, her name has like a symbol over it. That's cool. Should be handled by Chan Chan. Oh well. The mark. Blah 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 blah. Whoa. Okay. That's a whole lot of stuff. I guess let's go find some chests. Oh good, they show up on the little map. That's helpful. It's down here. There is so much stuff popping up on my map. Oh, and there's a friend down there too. I see you, blue friend. I'm coming.
Yep.
Well, let's get this chest first. And then I think blue friend went up, right? Yep. Oh, and there's a thing over there too.
Yep.
I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming.
Hey,
At least there's a little more action than just talking to people, because a whole stream of just talking to people is a little bit much.
Yo. Hey.
Ooh. I got a charm.
Yo.
Ooh, spoopy music.
この箱中で寝れるかも。
Okay. And then we saw that there was a floaty thing over here, so we'll go for that as well. I see a chest over there on the ground, and another chest on the ground over in the corner. Okay. Chest here. Some Slimies. Slimies!
Yo, eh. Salaba. Yo.
Heck yeah.
伸びる品はあるか?
And that was one. Oh, and there's one right here too. Oh! Ugh, these guys.
Yo.
Where are you at? I hate these things.
I like the little stars and confetti that shoot out of these chests. That's cute. Get on the rock, please, so we can switch. Okay. Chest and a thingamajig. There's fishies. Excuse me, fish. Sorry to interrupt your swimming. I'm gonna get some treasure. Oh, shit.
任せてください。やっやっ
おとなしくしやがる。
変身の術。戦場のお掃除の時間です。助けが必要な方がいるはずです。
All this for a treasure hunt? Jeez Louise. Fuck off, you little slime bastard. Okay. Okay, we got that. Let's see, where else? There's one somewhere's over here, this way. And there's a blue friend. Evil dragon? Well, that sounds great. Come over here, we'll get this one. Just okay. Take a look at the bigger map so I can see a little bit better. I'll go to that one next. Can't see when I jump through stuff. Where'd my blue friend go? Oh, there. Nope. It's a big old tree. Why are you over there? Why are you like this? Thank you. Where'd the other one go? Oh god. Let's not jump around too much in the tree. Why do I not see him? Am I blind? Where'd he go? Where's the other... Where'd he go? Where did he go? Okay. I saw him, and now I don't know where he went. Where the frick did he go? I, like, legitimately do not see the other one now. What the heck? What the heck? Where is it? Where'd he go? Gotta be around here somewhere. I'm either just very blind. Oh. Why you do? What are you doing down here? Listen here, you. Okay. Back to my other chest hunting. The other one should be... should also be another floaty thing somewhere around here. Like right on top of it. Or not. Yep, there it is, okay. It blended right in with the plants. I did not even notice it. Okay. Also, there's a chicken leg in the water. So there's that. I do not have a archer on me, but I can switch to an archer. Let's see. Let's switch to an archer real quick. Might as well grab this other stuff while I'm right here. Okay. What else? There's a chest there. And here. Oh. Get shit upon. Okay. Boop. All right. Treasure hunting. Heck yeah. Frog! Okay, is that everything in this general little area? Yes, it is. We will navigate towards this next cluster, which is this way. Oh, great. Uh-oh. Well, my camera just turned off for some reason, and I have no idea why.
を吹け。
おとなしくしやがる。風邪ひくなよ。これお前って本当にせっかちだな。おとなしくしやがる。
任せてください。クオパー。料理の時間だよ。出てこい。遁走のご
すまんすまん。お前って本当にせっかちだな。こいつはどうだ。
死の風格に気をつけます。やった岩の重さは安心できます。クオパー、火を吹け。
しくしやがれ。
行くぞ。綺麗にしませんと。それ話が通じないなら叩くまででしょう。やっ
興味深い。こいつはどうだ。
任せてください。熱々でしょ。はった
風邪ひくなよ。これおとなしくしやがれ。これこいつはどうだ。なかなか運がいいじゃないか。おとなしくしやがれ。
ドドン。料理の時間だよ。
こいつはどうだ。
分身の術。
この瞬間お前は永遠を手にする。興味深い。興味深い。興味深い。
これてやっはっこいつはどうだ。やっ
グオパーきれいにしませんとメイドの礼儀に気をつけまはあはあ
これおとなしくしやがれ。
さらば料理の時間だよ。
これ
行くぞ。熱々でしょ。新しい食材だ。よいしょ。ほはほはやっほはほはほはほはやっちゃった。
師団の仲間たちも今じゃ忙しくて首が回らないんだ。
Okay, have you guys seriously not been able to hear me for this whole time that I've been talking? Since my camera died? Oh my fucking god. This is the most scuffed fucking stream. So, I don't know when or how, but apparently OBS fucking removed my microphone from my scene. I don't know when or where or how, but my microphone isn't even in the mixer when I switched scenes. Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. I have been talking, apparently, to myself, because on my Stream Deck, my mic is turned on. Like, which means that there should be a source for it. So why the fuck? Because on the Stream Deck, if you don't have it on the source, it gives you an error. So now I'm confused as to how the fuck it says my microphone is on. Hold on, I'm gonna try something really quick. Yeah, so it should have given me an error when I switched scenes that the microphone wasn't there, but it didn't. It just told me my microphone was on. Holy fuck, you know, OBS be real buggy since the last update. I'm not even gonna fucking deny it. Well, I've been here talking to my fucking self forever, but yes, my camera died. My camera literally fully shut off and died. So, no camera, and apparently, even though my mic is not affixed to my camera, none of that either. So, thank you, OBS, for that. OBS knows you beat the super difficult quest in-game and wants a new final boss. Basically, that's how it fucking feels sometimes. Oh my god, Lord. I've never just had my microphone disappear from my mixer. That's a whole new issue. Yay! Well, it's fixed for the moment. I don't know if it'll be a recurring issue or not, but where's this other one? Over there? Over here? Over there? I think it's in this one, right? But it's at the top. Or high up. I think it's... No, it's not this one. It's like this one. Is it this one? Oh, it is this one. My camera died. I think it's because of the Ethernet. Since you guys didn't hear me explain. So usually I charge my phone, or my camera before the, kills every character in the party. Cool, that's 2 characters down. Usually I charge my camera before stream, and it lasts more than enough time for a stream. Like, it usually has plenty of battery by the end of stream. So, I charged it this morning, and I didn't do anything on it, you know, obviously before stream. And the only difference is that I plugged it into the Ethernet. So I think that the Ethernet drained the battery really fast. Because it fully shut... Like, I looked up at my viewfinder, and it was just going black. Like, it literally just turned off. So, I think that's what happened. So, in the future, when I use the Ethernet cable for the camera, I have to also keep it plugged into the power, which isn't ideal, but is a solvable problem. So... Oh god, I almost just fell. All the way over there, huh? Okay. So yeah, so that's what happened there. So I'm sorry, this is a scuffed as fuck stream. I'm trying to get around all these OBS issues lately, but every stream there seems to be new problems. So I'm just trying to try to do the thing, you know. I've never had a media source just disappear. That's definitely a new one. Okay, so we need to go down this way. Ooh, my stomach just made a horrendous sound. And then I died. And that was the end. Where am I going? Is it up top? I guess it is.
はあほいえいよほいはあ よほいほいほい
Remember that time I killed all of my characters trying to climb some cliffs? Yep. I saw you. Love you. I just shattered her legs up through her torso. That's fun. I'm kind of confused because this doesn't say it's up top. Why don't these show up on the map? That's a whole other thing. And then I died again, cause I do the same thing over and over, cause I hate myself. Okay, cool. Where the fuck is this? It says it's not high up, but I don't see it. Am I like just fucking blind? Is it up here? No. Is it underneath? Listen here, gem things. I ain't got time for you. Or it's right fucking here. God damn it. No, 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 no! Genshin has really been killing me this week. And by Genshin, I mean myself, but you all know what I mean. Just get up on the ledge. That's all I want. On the ledge. The lid. The lid. The lid. Lid, 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 lid. I need to watch like a good chill Halloween movie after this stream. Realistically, I need to like, oh my fucking god, the camera is the true villain of this game. Let's be fucking real. God damn. Never had a camera like want to give me a stroke. Still lower? Okay. How low is low? Down there. Okay. Okay, we got a regular chest, and we got one of these. And then we need to go... somewhere's over here. It doesn't say that this one is... Oh, it does say this one is up. Okay. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. You guys should have seen me literally yelling at this fucking game throughout the week. That was truly a low point of my adult life. Noel, why? You know what? Fucking fall. Fucking fall. Just fall. Fucking fall and just slide down everything and just continue to irritate the living shit out of me because I'm gonna burst a blood vessel playing this game one day. Like, she can stand on that in fucking high heels, but she can't stand on a flat fucking surface. It says it's not this high. Where the fuck is it? Am I just... It's right here. Okay, cool. God, I just... Blah, blah, blah. Sure, this will end badly for me. Oh, I probably can't do this one if it's timed. Because I don't have any other fucking Geo people still. Some of these aren't timed and some of them are. Yep, timed. Okay, I can't do this. I need to go this way. Is anybody gonna jump out of the fucking bushes and kill me? Probably. Okay, right there. Next to the chest. Fantastic. What? Okay. And then there's one over there, which I might be too low for. Maybe... Oh, just got it. Is that everything on the map? It's everything on the map, but I don't know if it's everything. Is that everything? Required Festive Fever. Quest completed. Path of Gentle Breezes unlocks in 3 days. Unlocks in 7 days. Okay. Okay. Ooh, we got some stuff. Okay, I see. So you have to do a bunch of this stuff. That's not open yet. Look for clues. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so you only get a few a day marked out on the map, which is why they're not all on the map. Okay, that makes sense. And then this thing down here at the bottom. Ooh, that's neat. These are cool. I like these. I don't like the look of this. Oh. That sounds horrible. This sounds literally horrible. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff to do. So what I might do is, given that that's a lot of stuff, Like, obviously, like Cap said, it's an event and it's kind of long-running. So I will be playing some of it off-stream, of course. And then I'll play some on-stream as well. I don't know when my next stream is going to be right now because of scheduling stuff and house stuff. So, looking at my schedule right now, hold on one second. Because this week's a little wonky, just like last week will be, or was, I should say. So let's see. Today is Monday. So probably, I'm assuming I won't get to stream the rest of this week, depending on how things go. If I get a window to stream this week after today, I'll post about it on Twitter. It'll be like spur of the moment though. It won't be like, I won't know in advance, sadly. After this week, hopefully things should kind of go back to somewhat normal. So I'm sorry for all the like stream weirdness with scheduling. It's outside of my control. There's just been a lot going on off air, so to speak. So I appreciate everyone's patience, and I appreciate everyone, you know, resubbing and stuff, even when the streams are kind of slow. And I still have to get caught up on VODs for Coffee. They are all uploaded to YouTube, but I have to process them. So they're sitting there waiting to be processed, which I'm going to hopefully do today, like after stream. I'm going to try and work on that and get those all done. They will be, as soon as they're processed, they will be posted on Coffee for all of my Coffee supporters, whether you're a one-time supporter or a recurring supporter. That starts at $1. If you're unfamiliar, it's kind of like Patreon, but right now there's no tiers on mine. It's just everyone gets everything. In the future there will be tiers, but things have just been too chaotic recently to really start changing out my Coffee stuff, so take advantage of it while you can. If you do a one-time donation, you get 30 days of access off of that $1 and up donation. And yeah, I'm sorry for all of the schedule stuff. I am trying to work around it as much as I can, but it is very tricky. And I will look into figuring out the camera issue, because now that I know the Ethernet wasn't the issue for the glitchiness, I might not keep it plugged into the Ethernet because it didn't make a difference in terms of glitchiness. All it did was drain my battery for my camera. So, oh boy. Yeah. Well, thank you, Cap. Well, what I will do, Cap, are you going to stream today or no? I don't know what you've been doing lately with your schedule, since I've been mostly offline. We'll finish off on a wish, and maybe I'll finally have... Oh, well, you know what? Hold on. Before wish, you're gonna start in a little bit. Okay. Well, if anyone else is hanging out in chat, then make sure to hit up Cap's stream when she starts in a little bit. I'll show you guys what I've been doing character-wise, and then we'll finish on a wish. So we have Kaya leveled up to 50. We have Sayu still at 40 because I haven't gotten Inazuma yet to be able to ascend her. Noelle's at 50. Xiangling is at 50. My main Tenchi boy is at 52. Fischl is at 44. D-Luke is at 41, and he is a weak crybaby bitch who gets killed in 3 fucking hits in every fight. Rosaria is 41. She is OP as hell. We did get Zhang Qi, or however you say his name properly. I do not know yet, but he is locked out at 40. Barbara's at 40. Amber is at 40. Lisa is at 35. And Sarah is at 19. So we did get our good library boy. So we have another water user besides Barbara. And then we also got Sarah, who is a archer, as we saw earlier, and she is lightning, and she has Tengu Geta on, which are pretty cool. I've always wanted to try Tengu Geta. I've worn normal Geta, but I've never worn Tengu Geta before, which are what those shoes are called. We can level up somebody. Who's high up that's not leveled up right now? I need to get more Ascension materials. Diluc is your tank. Yeah, right now my Diluc is a giant piss baby. The problem is that I have multiple Claymore users, and he does not get the best materials. So right now he has a level 3 sword. All of my Claymore users actually have level 3 weapons. And I don't have stuff to ascend it yet, so right now it is sitting at level 40. And I don't have any stuff to refine his, so that's where that's at. But I have 3 Claymore users that 2 of them I main, so he's not even getting the maxed out shit right now. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on team member wise. I do need to get ascension materials, which is why everyone hasn't been ascended. And then so that's what's going on with that. And then we're gonna close out on a wish and maybe get some good end of stream luck to make up for all of the scuffedness, as the kids say. Purple, please? No? Okay, I tried. We got a book. And I have a lot of Stardust to use in the shop, but as you can see here, I have 600 Stardust. However, I can't use those for wishes yet because I have to wait 3 days. But I do have 600. I could use it on Ascension materials, but honestly, like, you can get the Ascension materials either from fighting stuff. So, I mean, I could do that, but that's not a today issue. And then I've used up all my gems, and then I don't have anything that I can use here. I don't have enough for anything, really, besides, like, 1 item, maybe. So, yeah, so that's what's been going on in my Genshin world. Mostly I was just grinding that one quest since the last stream. That's really all you guys missed, was a lot of swearing, and then the Hydra fight with, in Liyue, which, again, it was 90% cutscene. So in terms of action, you really didn't miss much because I was not talking, I was focusing so hard. So it wouldn't have made for great content. The cutscene's cool, but you can see the cutscene on YouTube if you really care about the story part. But yeah, so that's where I'm at, and we'll check out Cap's stream when she goes live in a little bit. And I hope everybody has a good day, and take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And I will see you when I see you, which, if I do not see you again this week because of chaos, I should be able to see you next week. And we should figure out some Halloween streams. Obviously, Animal Crossing is getting an update soon. We know that Brewster and the Roost is coming back, which is obviously an update that most old-school Animal Crossing fans have waited for since day 1 of Animal Crossing. So once that stuff drops, we will get back into at least checking that out in Animal Crossing. And we do need to get into Ooblets, because I have not played at all since, like, the last stream. So anything new in Ooblets I have not played. I have literally just played Genshin and a little bit of Animal Crossing. So you haven't missed much in my gaming life. I would like to do some stuff for October, even if they're not horror games, maybe just like some, you know, spoopy vibe games, or some, you know, yokai stuff, or I don't know. We'll figure something out. But yeah, so for right now, that's where we're at. We're still on our quest to Inazuma, distracted by food quests. Pardon me. I need to figure out lunch, and I will see you guys around. Thank you so much for your support as always. Sorry my camera took a shit. Blame the Ethernet. You upgrade one thing and another thing suffers. But yeah, I will see you when I see you. Johnny.